Hi there. Good afternoon. Can you hear me, sir?
Please.
Yeah, my name's Anthony. I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Eddie Edisford from 1520 Studios. I'm his accountant.
From which studio, sorry?
You dropped a leaflet apparently from at a place called 1520 Studios. I can give you the reference number.
Yeah, it's in Cheetham Road.
Yeah, Cheetham Road, Cheetham Hill.
Yeah, Cheetham Road, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
It's F69.
Yeah.
0285.
How can I help?
Yeah, he's asked me to try and settle this for him. So it's obviously very distressing for him having agents visiting him. It says he owes 12,000 and something.
That's correct. £12,492.04.
Okay. I mean, and can you take payment, or do we have to go to the head office?
No, I can take payment over the phone.
Okay. And your name is Greg, yeah?
Correct. Greg Cahill from Marstons.
Cahill.
Cahill, yeah.
Okay, lovely. And you're from Marstons Enforcement Agents.
That's correct.
Okay, great. You know, we had another gentleman called Mr. Dutson that was dealing with this. Do you know about that?
I do know him, Mr. Dutson. I don't know him personally, but he does work for our company, yeah.
Yeah, so he was dealing with it, and then all of a sudden he gets a paper with your name on it.
Let's have a quick look, see what's going on. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Just looking now. Yeah, maybe Mr. Dutson. I'm not too sure.
Maybe he's gone on holidays or something.
Possibly. But how would you like to make the payment?
Yeah, I just like it seems a lot of money. Is that, can you just give me a breakdown? What's that for?
Yeah, by all means.
12,492.
Just my computer's running a little bit slow.
Okay.
Where are we?
Here we go. 04.
Right, so we have got the original balance was £11,436.
Original, I'm trying to write this down, was 11,000.
So original balance was 11,436.
Yeah.
0.04.
Okay.
And then you've got court fees and enforcement fees of £1,056.
1,056 court fees. Okay, which court was that fee for?
So that was at the Magistrates Court.
Okay, which magistrate was that? Manchester Magistrates Court?
Manchester, yeah. So to obtain a liability order, it has to go through the magistrates, and the magistrates have found 1520 Studios guilty of not paying business rates.
Oh, I see. So there was a trial and all that, yeah?
Yes, they would have had notice to attend the magistrates, and then they've just been found guilty that they've not paid the business rates. So a liability order has been issued.
I see. So and the court fee was £1,056.
So court fees and enforcement fees, 1,056.
Oh, so it's both included, yeah?
Correct.
I see. Do you have the separate figures at all?
Separate figures, it's just one figure that I get told.
I see. Okay. Do you know if that includes VAT, boss?
No, they don't do VAT.
Okay, but it says on your paper at the bottom here, there's VAT.
Yeah, so the client pays the VAT, but they're not allowed to pass VAT costs on to debtors anymore. The client has to pay it directly.
Oh, so but they're not VAT exempt.
Who aren't VAT exempt?
Whoever made the claim, in the court.
Right, the VAT is not paid by the individuals, it's paid by the client.
Yeah.
That's what the legislation states.
I get it. I get it. So the total is 12 for, is that for one liability order? Seems very high.
That is for the one liability order for the whole year.
Okay.
So that's from the 1st of April 2023 up until the 31st of March 2024.
March 24. Okay, that's for the year coming.
That's for the whole year, yeah.
So this from 23 to 24.
Correct. So they won't get another liability. Well, they won't get their new business rates now till around about March next year, where they can set up a standing order with Manchester Council to pay it monthly.
I understand. So this one for the 12 grand is from March 23.
So the 1st of April 2023.
Oh, April, not March.
Yeah. So 1st of April 2023 to the 31st of March 2024.
March 2024. But okay, so how come they got an enforcement agent and the date hasn't come yet?
Right. So what happens is because we're in the current liability period.
Yeah.
The minute there's a default, they draw the liability period for the whole year.
Right.
That's only to prevent another default if it ever happens, another default in the next coming months, and then they get more court and enforcement fees.
I understand.
So basically, they make them. They say you pay it all. It takes you right up to the next year, and then you start again.
12,492 seems a high business rate for a small studio.
Well, I don't calculate it.
Yeah.
I just enforce it.
I understand. So they issued your warrant for you to enforce it?
So yeah, there's a liability order that's been issued for us to either take control of assets or collect the payment in full.
So you don't actually have a warrant, you have a liability order?
Well, yeah, it's a liability order, correct. It's exactly the same as a warrant. It's been issued and rubber stamped by the magistrates.
Okay. Have you got the warrant number, the liability order number there with you handy?
Right. So the liability order number is the account reference, so I can give you that. Just bear with me.
Okay.
It's 702.
Yeah.
303.
Yeah.
843.
Uh-huh.
And the liability order was issued on the 9th of August 2023.
So it's the same as, that looks like the business rates number.
That's exactly what it is. It's the business rates number.
But shouldn't there be a court case number for the court case?
That is exactly it. So if you ring up the courts and give them that reference, bring the case up. That's how they do it.
Oh, is it?
It's like if you get a parking fine or a bus lane fine, you ring them up and you give them your vehicle registration number, and they pull it up with a PCN number.
Okay, it's strange how they do things, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's just to keep it a little bit more simple, and there's not so many reference numbers floating around, because you've got an account number, business rates number, then we've got our own reference number.
Yeah.
As you can imagine if there's another number on top.
Yeah.
A liability order number, people just get confused that there's so many different numbers and different reference numbers for the same case, really.
Can I tell you a little secret, Mr. Greg?
Yeah, go on.
I have a fetish with numbers.
You have a fetish with numbers?
Yeah, I'm fascinated by numbers, you know?
That's very interesting.
Yeah, because if you look at some of the numbers with the dates and the Sescovy Act 1666 and all sorts of things come up, but I'm suppose there's an error, because I'm very certain you can't have the same like business rate number, or you know, the council number to be the same as a court number. That would be quite a big problem.
It's not a big problem because it just brings up the same reference.
Because you know, in the accounting system, the courts have something called a book 28, yeah? Where they reconcile the figures, and it has to go up to the Ministry of Justice, then it goes up to the Treasury. And they have to have their own actual court case number. Otherwise, it can't work.
Right, so the court case number
is
the business rates number.
It's not but
it is possible.
Is it?
It is.
Ah, okay. I must tell you, it's a bit confusing for me. So you don't actually have a separate liability order or warrant number?
No.
The
liability order is the trace number. That's how it is.
I see. And are you actually a Marstons agent, or you're self-employed, or what's your position?
My employment status really isn't irrelevant to this case, but I am employed.
No, I just want to know if you work for Marstons or you work for somebody else. That's all.
Oh, I actually work directly for Marstons. I've worked for Marstons for just over 14 years.
Okay, because I just type your name in the Bailiff Register and nothing comes up for Greg and nothing comes up for Cahill.
It should be. If you want to ring up the County Court at Manchester, get put through to the Bailiff department, and they can clarify exactly who I am. And
which court are you registered with from your
Manchester Civil Justice Centre.
Is that the County Court area?
That's the County Court. It's the building on Bridge Street. You know the funny building with that comes out
Yeah.
on all different levels, that one.
And are you in a position to take like installments, or does it have to be paid in full?
Yeah.
Okay, so my client doesn't have the full 12,492. So what can we do, boss?
Then we would be looking to remove assets to that effect.
Yeah. Are you able to remove like the tools of his trade, because they just got a little studio with some computer in there?
Yeah, so it would be up to we allow £1,500.
Right.
And then anything over £1,500 is removable.
And you can remove that without a warrant, yeah?
Well, I've got a warrant, it's a liability order which covers that. The legislation that's underneath the liability order commands us to remove assets.
Oh,
it's a
I see.
liability order issued by the Magistrates Court.
Okay. So he's in big trouble, basically.
Well, I won't say massive trouble, no.
Yeah.
It is a problem that he's got if he's not got the funds available to get it resolved, yeah.
Yeah, so he basically might have to shut down, because 12 grand is quite a lot of money.
Yeah, if that's what he wants to do.
I mean, would they
close the business down? Then that's up to himself.
Because the council could bankrupt him on this liability order, couldn't they?
It could technically, yes, if they wanted to.
Yeah. So you know, that Mr. Dootson who was dealing with it, he was in the middle of trying to sort it out. So you don't have any notes on what he was doing?
I'm just having a quick look. No, I don't even see Mr. Dootson's name on this case at all.
Wow. No, that's a shocker. I tell you what I'm gonna do, sir. Because your name is not coming up on the Bailiff Register.
Yeah.
And there's some discrepancy on the VAT. I'm an accountant, and I'm pretty sure what you said is not correct. I'm going to have to make some further inquiries, if that's okay with you.
Well, that's absolutely fine. In the meantime, I'll go back to the director I spoke to this morning. I'll explain that we've had a conversation. And I'll tell them what the next steps that we would be looking at doing. Okay, because I'm sure you understand we had a irregularity with Mr. Dootson dealing with it, and then you've come along and you're not on the Bailiff Register. I am on the Bailiff Register, so unless let me double check your name. I just checked it, boss, while we're talking, honestly. Yeah. It's Cahill, yeah? Cahill, correct. Yeah, there's no Cahill coming up. So I mean, I know nothing is 100% accurate, yeah, but we're gonna have to look into this and the VAT and get back to you, and you can call the client and whatever you want to say to him, that's fine, you know. Yeah, not a problem. But thank you very much for your help, sir. Yeah, and have a nice day. Take care. Oh my God.
Mr. Dootson doesn't want the job, so they got someone totally mafia. Aye, and he will only take full settlement. Who's got 12 grand lying around? And what did he say? There was the court fee and the bailiff fee is lumped into one, and he can't tell the difference. And they don't have VAT. So the magistrate's court fee is allegedly £3, which is, even that is a lie. But anyway, if you take it, it's £3. So he has no idea of Mr. Dootson, that we done a video and it's on the internet, and he put a threat saying we should take it down. And he said this guy was found guilty in the Manchester Magistrates Court, but he doesn't have a court order for the guilt, a sealed order or any order. And big one, he says the council tax number is the court case number. Boom, boom.